Now answer comes in. Okay, everyone, welcome to the second session of Speechcraft for the benefit of the evaluators who just joined today. Kebun Toastmasters Club is having a six session, 6 sessions of Speechcraft. Last week we had the first session. Josephine, Abu, Marcus, and Karthik did their first project, Icebreaker, last week. Some of them will be doing their second speech this week. Rachel and Kai Jung will be doing their first speech today. And I think we have a shortage of one evaluator. It's okay. Can you see the, so the one that is missing is Josephine. I shall evaluate you because Eileen was unable to make it. I forgot to show her time. My apologies. The table topic master will be coming slightly later. Today we have two interesting sessions. One is the table topic session. Another one is the educational session by Handsome on prepare to present. And then there will be a table topics evaluation followed by speeches and evaluation by the speakers. Now, one interesting we are going to do is that we are trying to cut short everything today so that there's time for all of you to chat with your mentor. Some of the mentors are here, so you can chat with them and then also prepare for the next session. All right. Well, let me ask our... Okay, what Ansem is sharing with you all is actually for you to prepare for your next speech. So you learn from him. Ansem, are you ready to do your presentation? Maybe he's not ready yet.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a while. I'm still figuring
Yes,
some things out.
no problem. Am I value to 3 or 4?
No, you're evaluated to Brahma, evaluating Josephine.
Okay, while waiting for Ansem, I will share the program sheet again here. So you speakers now, see, normally what will happen at a Toastmaster session is that we will speak to our evaluator beforehand. I can't see anything. What's happening? Normally you will speak to our evaluator, but you all didn't get a chance, right? So today I'm going to give you all is that you all can chat with your evaluator and ask a few things about your evaluator. And they can ask you questions about your speech and all that. Now, shall we do that and while Ansem is getting ready?
Are we going to
So,
go to breakout room or just chit chat like this?
I don't think can do a breakout room.
It is going to be very noisy.
Wait, let how many rooms to create? 6 can be done, huh? No, make it 5. Because there's one more, we can use this room here. Okay, let me see. Created one already. Oh. And how do I bring the people there?
Okay, wait, let me do it.
I open all the rooms first, is it?
No, wait. Let me assign first.
Yeah. Are you able to do it?
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Assign, verify, we Rachel, assign, 6, kind. Okay. So I'm going to open all the rooms. So Josephine and Marcus. Okay. I'm going to open all rooms.
You haven't assigned yet.
Okay.
No, not assigned yet. Yeah, assigned already now. Yeah, sorry. And me will be with one of them.
Yep.
I think the second one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you put Salah already. You put yourself as number 3. You should be room 3.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Just join.
Then evaluator 5 move to room 5. Yeah. Okay, just join. All of you join. Join. Just click the join and then you can go to the room.
I think so.
Sorry, how do I join? I don't know how to join.
No, I haven't understand you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now you can join. Click the join and then you're inside.
What happened? I saw my Speechcrafter leave the room and then suddenly another Speechcrafter came in. So I left the breakout room. So where am I supposed to go? Do I go to room 4?
No, you're in room 2.
So I go to room 2.
Yes.
I just want to check with you, Brahma. The evaluation sheet says that I'm supposed to evaluate, provide feedback on how well the Speechcrafter applied the feedback they received from an earlier speech. Is that the project?
Yeah.
But my Speechcrafter said he's doing a totally different speech.
Hold on. Marcus is who? So, Marcus, you go to room 3. Kai, you remain here. No, they're not going to the room to speak. They're just going to chat with their evaluator.
Yeah, but based on the evaluation sheet, does the Speechcrafter know that they are supposed to apply some feedback based on their previous speech? Because actually, we also don't know what was the feedback that they received.
Never mind. Yeah, you just ignore that part, lah.
Okay.
Ignore that part because they are still new. I don't think they are used to this yet.
Okay,
right?
no problem. Right.
Come, there's nobody to Josephine. Can't find my one.
You can. I don't have permissions to do that, right? If you can set, then maybe I can help to see if.
Yeah, make your co-host ready.
Okay. I take
Okay,
a
you're also
look.
a co-host.
Yeah, I go and see. Okay, so Shan is.
Sanshan is the table topic master. Hi,
Okay,
Sanshan.
yeah, Shan is here.
Since you
Room
not here
1,
yet, we did
Josephine. Josephine, who is evaluating Josephine?
instead of
Brahma,
admin will be me.
you
Will
right?
be me.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
go to room 2. I will
Yeah. You meet me today.
I need to
That's why
bring you there.
I'll share with you the program sheet lah. I made the changes. Just take a look. And then you chat with our friend here.
I don't see. Oh, I don't see your name. Wait, where is oh, you're the host. I think I cannot move you. You
But
need
can
to
I move or
join.
not?
You need to join room 2.
How to go? Go to breakout room, then
Yeah, room 2. I don't see.
okay, I'll go there. Hello, Josephine.
Hello.
Okay, it's a private chat. So where are you working in the army? Which camp?
Oh, I'm in the Air Force.
Which camp? Malaba?
No, Chongpang.
Chongpang, is it?
Yeah.
How long have you been there?
Wow, many years, man.
More than 20 years?
Actually, many years.
20 years?
30.
30. Oh my God. So what are you, warrant officer?
Huh?
What is your rank now?
I'm a non-uniform officer.
Well, I mean, it's an officer lah, not a
Yeah, lah, but
NCO.
non-uniform lah.
Oh, okay. I used to work in the
Then
army also, 6
yourself?
years. I'm working at the tourism board,
Oh, then
23
what are
years
you?
now.
What? Huh? Where are you now?
Tourism board.
Oh, tourism board. Just join.
Yeah. 23
Actually,
years.
I have one question. I have one question.
Yeah.
The table topics are like very difficult. Got to think on the feet.
Later we'll teach you the techniques.
Yeah, but sometimes you really don't know what to say, can't think of. I mean, the question just suddenly came out, so it's like you need time to think. So I find that one very challenging.
No, we will share with our club certain techniques later lah. Now you all just learn, just go with the flow lah. So today when Ansem is sharing that thing, you can get some ideas from there how to approach.
But
I think
even so, you need to think fast, right?
it will come with practice.
Really?
Nothing is impossible in this world.
Wow.
That's
And
what I
then I
learned.
think, yeah, and I think you need to be very good with your command of English, because sometimes the proverb or the quote that you all put there, maybe we don't even understand.
You teach you all lah, slowly. It will take some time to get used to all these the terminologies, all that. So today you focus on your. Can you remember what your evaluator told you the last time? No? The area to improve. Time, right? Speak within the time, right?
Yeah, and also my conclusion. She mentioned something about my conclusion.
Yeah.
Oh no, my introduction and my conclusion.
Okay, that. Can I check?
So you are on full-time job or
Time what?
huh?
Full time.
Oh, okay. I think now we can return to the main room already, right?
Yeah. So we'll go. So you see the blue one that say leave room, just leave. Click it and then you can come back to the main room. See now I
Leave
disappeared.
the
Leave breakout room. Hey, how to make everybody come back?
Can. I can close all rooms and everybody will be back. But I better message them first. Just tell them that we are. So Sunshine said she should be right back. I think she was around. Then I think she had to do something. I just broadcast message that closing. Oh, Sunshine is back already. Okay, closing room in 3 minutes. Or 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
1 minute lah.
1 minute. I just put 2 minutes. Never mind. I just sent out already. So anyway, I think they all should be coming back. I'll just broadcast message. Please come back. Please join the main room if you are ready. Right, so then we can start.
Sunshine, these are new bees and they're very scared of global topics. I would need you to maybe share one or two techniques,
Okay.
and then carry on.
All right. Okay.
Uh,
Maybe one technique lah. We can go up to 5 lah, the maximum. We see how it goes. Wait,
okay.
can you close the room now?
Yeah. I can close the room now. I'll kick everybody out.
Done.
Yeah, doing now. Pressing. Closing, yes. All participants will return in 60 seconds. So breakout rooms closing now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Luckily, she put it.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, some of you may not have had enough time to chat with your evaluator. They may return next week. For those, some of you, your evaluator is actually your mentor also. So you can continue your conversation with them later. Right. We are very fortunate to have an experienced Toastmaster, Shan. I understand Shan means mountain in Chinese. So the mountain that actually she's a member of Astro at Redding Mars. As you know, Redding Mars is near Mount Faber, right? So she comes from a mountain also. So this mountain, she's also a mountain of she has a mountain experience also. And so today I've requested her to share a technique with all of you. She will only be calling the Speechcrafters for table topic session. So the experienced guys, please take a back seat. You can give your feedback later because our intention is to train them to become better at table topics. And at the same time, by taking part in table topics, their confidence will build up and they can do their actual speeches. And with that, I hand you over to our table topic master, Shan.
All right. Welcome everyone. Just hold on. Okay. All right. Today's we will be looking into table topics, and since on Friday is Children's Day, so topics will be on perhaps your childhood memories, your favorite things to do when you're a child, or what can you do. So in a way, when you tackle table topics, you can use a story. You can also use your experience to tackle that topics. And sometimes when in the past we give quotes, whether you agree with that quote or how would you tackle that quote. But sometimes people will think quotes from great minds don't relate to us because they may not be relatable. So what we can do in tackling table topics, your own story, your story, or you have a point to make out of that topic. Share your point, emphasize your point, and close it off with a summary. That is how you can tackle. Sometimes when you talk about table topics, you can go into the past, you can go into the present, or even your future plans as well. So just don't mind me because my webcam is out of order, so I'm using the laptop cam, which is on another side of the laptop. Right, but first, today, we will have a few of us handling questions. Let me just close the chat and let me see. Okay, let's see. We have Kartik, we have Josephine, we have Abu, Kai, Rachel, Marcus. Okay. So who would be the brave one to step up? Anyone? But before we proceed, just let Jordan help assist me with this. The timing sequence for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. So within that 1 to 2 minutes, you have to experience it. So 1 minute is the yellow screen. 1 minute is the green screen. 1 minute 30 seconds is the yellow screen. 2 minutes is the red screen. All right. So who will be the brave soul to step up? Anyone? Or we'll just go.
A volunteer, Marcus.
All right. Anand has volunteered Marcus. Okay. Marcus, your question. Who was your childhood's hero? Don't answer it immediately. Think about it. The moment you have a non-verbal start, the timer will start. So what you need to do is just relax a bit, think of it, and once you're ready to start, just signal. You need to unmute. Yes, there you go.
Okay, hello. Hi guys, good evening. So honored to be the first one to go. So for the topic is you're saying that who is my childhood hero, right? Okay. So in the past, I my childhood hero was my peers. So what I mean by that is as when I grew up, I don't really have a fatherly figure to guide me, and all I looked for was people among the peers, my friends, okay, who I admire or respect. And there was this particular friend of mine, which I met in secondary school. He posed as a figure that who is humorous, kind, generous, and everything. He's my classmate, so everything about him I admire a lot. So example, if let's say we go out for recess together, he will offer to buy queue for me first, or let's say if we have any outings, he will offer to wait for me and stuff like that. So I think he acted as somebody who I wanted to be. And for now, the good thing is because he's somebody who respect a lot and admire a lot. To this day, right, we are still together as friends. And what is even better is we are working together in the same company. So in the future, I still hope to. I mean, this year should be the 20 years and counting, 20 plus years and counting. In the future, I hope that this particular friend of mine will still be around me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Marcus, for that. And it is certainly a lifetime friend to treasure. All right, next up, who will be next? Shall we have Kartik to go next?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Kartik, your question is, which of the childhood foods that you miss having now?
Okay. I miss my mom food. I mean, okay. In childhood, I was with my parents till at the age of 17. After 17, I moved to college to a different area in India. So during my childhood, I used to have my mom used to prepare my favorite dishes, whatever I likes. Those things, even now, I'm having good food at home, whatever it is. But still, I'm missing that my mom food. Even when I travel to India to meet my mom, I'm getting it. But again, that the taste, something I feel missing it. Mm, then that's it.
Okay, aside from your mom's food, what other types of food, or what were the food that you really miss seeing now?
Seeing now.
Like maybe sweets that you saw in your childhood but you cannot find it anywhere now?
Not like that. I'm getting all type of food. Whatever I get in India, I'm getting it here as well. So I'm not feeling anything missing. Only mom food I'm missing it.
Okay, great. I guess home cooked food is still the best, even we are far away. And for us, everyone comes home to the home cooked food. Thank you, Kartik, for
Thank
that
you.
sharing. Next up, let's have Josephine. Oh, okay. We'll wait. All right, Josephine, are you ready for the table topic?
Okay.
Okay, here's your topic. Do you have a favorite childhood character that you miss seeing now?
Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Okay, when we were young, I mean during my time when we are young, we don't really have we don't play online games so much. So we do watch a lot of cartoons. So the cartoon character that I remember that I used to like is this Chinese they call 小甜甜. But now I don't think that cartoon exists anymore. So there's this 小甜甜 which something like a very fairy tale where I think it's quite typical lah. But it's just that every time I watch the cartoon character, you are like in you want to be in her world. You want to be like her. Then she will fall in love with the Prince Charming and all that. So I still remember that kind of that cartoon character, which today I think I'm not sure lah, but because I don't watch cartoon anymore, so I don't think we have such cartoon anymore. All I can see on the television is those like more violent type where they fight, but not this type of cartoon character anymore. Yeah, thank you.
All right, I do hope that some of the questions are making your reminisce back into your childhood, especially the questions I come up with makes me think of my childhood and all the cartoon characters, all the foods and everything. So now, next up, we will have Abu. Okay, Abu, if you're ready, your question. Have you ever had a childhood dream that is now, or your dream that you came up with, but you hasn't had a chance to fulfill?
Yeah, let's start. Okay. So I always had two dreams, two childhood dreams, and I'm actually living that dream now. So the first dream was I always wanted to become an entrepreneur, to do something on my own. I've seen my father was a failed entrepreneur. So having spent a lot of time with him, having seen his passion for doing things, disrupting things, doing innovative things, I also wanted to do like that. And actually, even though I'm working for a company, I'm a part-time entrepreneur as well. So I'm living that life. So I started my own company when I was in college. So I'm actually living that life. The another point is my childhood dream. Another childhood dream was to become a father, to to have a son. So having spent time with my father, always I wanted to be like him. I wanted to be in the shoes of a father ever since my childhood days. And now I have two sons. I'm experiencing what my father was experimenting with me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Abu, for. All right, Abu, you need to give Daryl some tip as his kid is coming soon. I think within the next few days. So the fathers here do give him some tips how to be a But that is what Daryl is asking in the chat. All right, next up we have Kai. Right, Kai. Okay, your topic is: do you have a toy, a childhood toy that you have played with, never let go? Till now, every time you think about that toy, you will just remember playing outside, playing with it anywhere, and just not letting go of that toy.
All right, I'm good to go. Now, the childhood toy that I always played with will definitely be a Barbie doll. Nah, wait, I'm just kidding. Now, jokes aside, okay, I have always wanted to have a nice basketball to play with since I'm young. Whether is it the size, whether is it a big ass, pardon for my words, whether is it a big basketball, at the end of the day, I realized that coming from a family from Malaysia, we didn't really have the luxury to buy much of the toys. Of course, in terms of having a nice train, plane, to me it was simple because of me being into sports. I prefer basketball. And definitely, time to time, as a young kid, you'll be going to the court, trying all sorts of moves, playing with strangers, getting to know more people, and make more friends from there. And this really leave and allows me to have a lot of nice childhood memories and make a lot of childhood friends. Now, to conclude, I definitely feel that many of us over here do play a certain sports, whether is it basketball, volleyball, or even golf. Yeah, but for myself, it was basketball since young, and perhaps that gave me an advantage and allows me to grow a bit taller than standing at 1.8 meters. Yeah, that's me.
Wow, 1.8 meters, cool. And yes, coming from a family with kids, tall kids, my nephew at 13 years old is also taller than me. I am at 1.75, and he's already taller than me. I was like, wow, next time I have to sit on a chair to talk to him already. Thank you, Kai, for sharing. And now we have, hold on, let me just run through. Yes, we have Rachel to finalize your topic is your childhood. Which part of your childhood is, how should I say, the memorable childhood memory that you had right there?
There are too many amazing childhood memories that I have, and it's impossible to pick one. But if I were to pick one today, I would go back into the timeline back when I was in primary school. So back when in primary school, during holidays, it's not just holidays. There are like a lot of extra book camps, extra maybe lessons for us. So in that particular instance, I think I was primary 4. So there was this book camp on some leadership skills. So I signed up for it. And parents being parents, they are always worried whether will their kid go hungry, do they have enough water, etc. So even though the consent form, everything stated that food will be provided, there's catered lunches, etc., my mom very nicely and generously prepared me with this whole loaf of bread. I remember it's like cranberry bread. So it's like 5 or 6 buns in there. Way too much for a little kid to finish by herself. So And then to make things a little bit embarrassing, at the end of the session, I actually forgot about the bread. So you're sitting down there on some lockers, and the teacher had to pull out the bread and say, whose bread it was. And of course, you have some not so nice kids who are laughing and giggling away. Some instructors, not so nice as well. They are like, you can tell that they are laughing at me. But I didn't want to waste it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take the bread. And here comes the sweetest memory. As I was walking home, my mom came to fetch me, and as I was walking home, we were sharing the bread. And I was just telling her about the incident. It's a very minor incident, but it's one of the memories that stayed close to my heart to this day. Yep. So, Daryl, if you're about to be a dad, don't worry. Just prepare lots of food for your kid next time for like their boot camps. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for all speakers tonight. And I hope tonight the topics will let you think or reminiscence back into your childhood. And of course, think of how you can give your kids the childhood you had, or rather another experience that you are looking into. And with that, I'll hand the session back to our Toastmaster of the day, Brahma Kumar.
Thank you. Can everyone give her a loud clap and a virtual clap? Thank you for those topics that brought us back into our childhood. And I also appreciate all the speakers today. All of you spoke quite well. I could see you all have good content. So what happens next, right? Before, I think
John,
some of you would be tired.
can we
Yeah.
have the timers report?
Yeah. Can we have the timers report?
Yes. So for the timing, first speaker Marcus did it in 2 minutes. Second speaker Karthik, 1 minute and 25 seconds. Third speaker Josephine, 1 minute and 24 seconds. Abu, 1 minute 27 seconds. Kayong, 1 minute and 44 seconds. Last speaker Rachel, 1 minute and 56 seconds. So all of them came within the time.
Normally at a Toastmaster meeting, we will vote for the best speaker for table topics, prepared speeches, and also for evaluation. We won't do it today, but by the 6th session, we will start doing that. And Anand, are you ready, or do you need some more time?
Ready for the evaluation? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to do it after the.
No,
all the-
okay. Never. Now we'll have a quick photo session again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me just move these people around. Shanshan next to timer. Okay, Josephine next to me because I feel more comfortable with the army personnel. Okay.
I think you need to move Joseph down, or otherwise he'll be like alone.
I'm moving Anand there. Kai will come also here. Oh, 8%.
Okay.
It's now time to hit.
Or if not, you move
Yes.
Kai up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Karthik there.
Okay.
Okay, let's see whether this works. Because some people they are a bit further away from the screen, so their face looks smaller, while others are too close until their face becomes large. Like Chloe, you see, hardly can be seen really. Chloe is so far away, I think.
Passport photos, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to fit in Anand.
Yep.
Okay, Anand, I just put you on top. Because some of them. Okay. Can I take out my glasses? All right. Normally when we take photos, we say cheese, but there's another way of saying, A-E-I-O-U. Actually, A-E only lah. A-E.
AE.
Okay,
Okay, I got it.
look.
It didn't come right. Sorry.
One more time.
For some strange reason, a snipping tool is appearing every time I take photo. So I got to put a border.
Right.
Okay, got it. Then I'll trim it. Oh, it's on it. Okay, nice. All right. Now, some of
Okay.
you shared with me that this table topic session is very scary. Don't know what to say, but you observe everybody spoke more than 1 minute. So what I'm trying to say is that it comes with practice. Of course, there are techniques which we will teach later. For the moment, you just get the feedback from Anand, and then you can improve yourself as time goes on. I hand you over to Anand. Over to you.
Thank you, Brahma Kumar. I'd just like to check how many minutes do I have for this? For 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. So Jordan, just time me 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. So Shanshan, thank you very much for your table topics. It was very interesting, something simple, something where all the speech crafters being new to the whole Toastmasters thing, they are able to tackle the topic well. So Children's Day is a very relatable theme. And before you started, you gave some explanation about how to attempt it. So that at least helped the speech crafters jog their memory about, okay, how am I going to attempt this? And that is what I saw in some of the speech crafters. So the points that you made was like using the PREP method, PREP, point, reason, example, point. You said tell a story and maybe making in a timeline fashion. So I was pleasantly surprised to see quite a number of them have used that technique which you started off in the beginning. So very well done for all the table topic speakers because you all came within the time limit. Let me go straight to the first one, which was Marcus. His topic was, who was a childhood hero? And he talked about his friend that he has known from school time, and now even has become his colleague, and he hopes to continue that friendship even into the future. So what the technique that he used was a timeline. He talked about the past, present, future. So there was a very clear structure and very well done on that. I thought it had a lot of points in it, and he gave reasons to each of those points, and that really put in some volume or some meat in his speech. So well done on that, Marcus. Number 2, we had the second speaker for today was Karthik. Now, which food do you miss the most? And he gave a universal answer where mom's food. Yes, I too miss my mom's food a lot. So now Karthik was struggling a bit in his speech, trying to find what to say for his topic. So he did give some examples, like when he goes back home, he eat his mom's food and this and that. But try to give us an example. What food did you really like? Okay, was it that curry fish head she made, or was it a chicken that she made, or was it some vegetarian dish? And then just describe maybe if there's a certain occasion where she'll make something new or something different. Like my mom loved to make cakes, and until now she's 83, she will still make my favorite fruit cake whenever I go back home to KL. So yes, give us an example. So that will really help build the meat into your speech.
Sure.
Okay, the next one is Josephine, her favorite childhood character. Okay, this is a very interesting topic, because when she started off, she said, okay, nowadays people play online games, but those days, no online games. It was just watching cartoons. And she gave us her favorite character, which was Xiao Tian Tian. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the character, but you went on to explain what was the character about. Now, in this particular topic, since you have started with something like, for example, online games and your cartoon, you could probably then carry on by telling compare and contrast, meaning you tell us what you like about that cartoon, and to make it more effective or more impactful, then you just compare it with currently what is the current cartoons, a lot of fighting and everything's going on. So maybe that's the reason why you prefer those days, those type of shows. So you give this compare and contrast, then you're able to conclude strongly. Okay? So well done on that. Learn something new. Later I'll need to Google and search this Jia Tian Tian. Next, we have Abu, unfulfilled childhood dreams. I like Abu's speech because upfront he stated there are two dreams which he wanted to fulfill, and he's living that dreams. One is to become an entrepreneur, and the other one is to become a father. And I like the way he used, because each time when he made a point, he gave a reason, example, and he closed it up with a point. Now, Abu, sometimes what will happen is when we are speaking, we find that we have so much of things to say that it might take a longer time. So upfront, try not to state two things I want to share. Maybe you just share first. You just tell one story first. If there's enough time, then you move on to the second one. There's also another point which I'd like to elaborate or share with you, which is maybe my childhood dream of becoming a father. Then you come. So you look at your time, play around with the time, and if you have enough time, then move on. But try to avoid stating upfront you got two, because in case you don't have time to say that, you might miss out the whole thing. So, but otherwise, thank you very much for sharing your childhood dreams. Next, we have Kai, who talked about his childhood toys. Now, his favorite toy was the basketball, and he went on to explain why basketball was fun for him, because he didn't have luxury to buy other things, and he could meet people. Okay, and that helped him in a lot of things, socializing and so forth. So the only thing which I like to share on to Kai is, when you talk about concluding, means that you must wrap up your whole speech in a way that what is the reason for us listening to your speech? So, for example, I concluded that you concluded saying that many people like to play volleyball or some other games on it, but he didn't quite tell why or what is it that you're trying to say with that conclusion. So do consider that point again, because all you could have said is games. Games is something that, which we all remember when we were young, and it's something that we can carry forward to your future, to your adulthood. So something to that extent would have made your speech more complete. And finally, we have Rachel with childhood memories. She was one of the few that really told us a story. She told us what happened in school and what mom did and what she gave her, and it was very touching. I really like your story. And sometimes it's those small things that you do among your parents which really sticks to your memory. And thanks for sharing that, Rachel. I really enjoyed that. So with that, I'd like to conclude my speech. Thank you all for trying out the techniques, and and thanks to Shan for preparing such topics so that it's easy and simple enough for the speech crafters to do. So do continue trying the table topics and be the first one to volunteer. Okay, don't wait for us to volunteer you next time. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster today.
Thank you, Anand, for that analytical and meticulous evaluation. I hope all the speech crafters got some pointers from there. So far, you all have been talking and you're a bit tired. So now it's time for you to relax, and we let someone share his experience. Ansem is going to share with us on how to prepare to present a speech. Sam, are you ready? Is your PowerPoint ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, over to you.
Just when I say yes, I am, I click on the wrong slides. Give me a second. Okay. Yes, I am ready right now. Hey, Ansel, will you be able to give a presentation on how to present, on how to prepare to present? Yeah, sure. Okay, what do they need? Okay, you need a good preparation, a good topic. You need a good body. You need okay. Do they know anaphoros? Do they know all these bombastic words? How many of you over here have ever been through this situation where you're asked to give a presentation and then all we ever think of about presenting is getting all the data ready, getting the PowerPoint ready, getting our slides, and really presenting just content and topics and subject. Maybe I raise a hand. How many of you over here? How many of you have gone through this? And how many of you have gone through this situation where on the day you present and you don't feel like you get your point across, or you don't feel that the message has sink in with everyone? Yeah, I see Anand, I see Abu. All right, thank you for your presentation. So, and this is where I use so, I would say in the correct sense. So this is where we talk about how to prepare to present. And anyone to guess what introduction technique did I just use? Anybody?
You used like a skit or drama to like intro your presentation.
Yes. Okay. Anybody want to guess, follow up why I use this method? So this method is called tell a story or anecdote. And why do I want to tell this story? Or why do I want to use this method? There's no right and wrong answer. Come on. Okay, now I see I can make myself bigger. Hi. Oh, I can see you. Okay, the story is very simple. Brahma Kumar asked me to present on this topic, and when I look through the whole syllabus, I think you can just pull it out from Speechcraft yourself. There's only 3 main things to know about: what type of speech, the content of your speech, and how to rehearse. That's it. That is a 25-minute training exercise right now just to talk about 3 topics. And to me, it's like, you guys go and read the slides on your own. I honestly don't feel like talking you through the slides. And that's the reason why I tried to present in an anecdotal way, right? Obviously, this is not the only form of introduction into a speech, but that is one of the many ways that we do practice in Toastmasters. And frankly, if I'm not wrong, in the current Speechcraft, this type of information on how to open this is actually not inside this Speechcraft material, and that's the reason why I brought it in. But anyway, I have to bring you through these slides. And in the heart of any successful and impactful public speaking, and if I may expand on that, in any conversations that you will have every day, the heart or the crux of it is a well-crafted message and the correct choice of words for the right audience. And frankly, this is what we will be just briefly skimming through today. It is a very I would say a pep talk, a high-level run-through for you, so that you get ready to practice all these pointers in your next speech. For those whoever will be able to present their what you call icebreaker in the following meetings. Unfortunately, for those who are doing it later on, unless you quickly take down some of this and you review with your speech, then maybe you can apply this in and maybe improve on your speech. So prepare to present. What is the project? This purpose of this presentation today is really to give you a deep, not really a deep dive, but just a glance through on what to take note about the type of speech that you can present, the structure of a speech, and then how to rehearse. And I will try my best not to speak to the slides or to the notes, but try to give you more than what you can find in this speech. So in a nutshell, preparing to present is a 4-step process. You prepare means you decide what you want to say, what the message you want to say, and then you plan it like a story so that the audience can follow the message through. And of course, you structure it in structures that we will talk about later, regarding like chronological or even in storytelling. And then the last part, we talk about practice. And in terms of practice, we will tell you more about what are you practicing. Okay. And yeah, I don't want to talk. So let me just briefly run you through the type of speeches that we have. So because these are the type of speech, and the type of speech influence the structure of your speech. And therefore later on, you'll influence your ending of your speech. I apologize. I just saw Brahma message me. That's the reason why I took a quick pause. Right. So right on screen right now, over here, you can see the types of speeches you have, which is chronological, topical, spatial, casual, comparative, the problem and solution, and anything in particularly generalized topics. Anybody do not know how a chronological order works, right? Okay, it's quite simple, right? It starts from the ascending or even a descending order in terms of history, especially when you're talking about historical events. Or maybe you're even talking about a product catalog kind of scenario. You talk about chronological, what is the smallest to the youngest age to the oldest age, those kind of thing, right? And topical. Topical is purely topic based, like what's the consequences of AI, or how much EV can improve our carbon footprint. So that is topical. In a sense, I think you see this we use mostly in the business book. Right, spatial structure organized by geography. Casual. So casual is a type of structure that I don't want to be calling out, but I would say our financial planner industry people use casual speech the most effect, I would say, and some are quite effective at this. So casual speech in terms what we are trying to do here. We are trying to keep the topic relatable to the audience that we are talking about. So something like what I tried to do for the beginning of my introduction. I try to do something that is very relatable to everyone in terms of how normally a typical person will tackle the task of presenting. And we always go, unfortunately, I think this is not something in the syllabus of Singapore, that we always just attack the facts. And that's the reason why we do not articulate our point across. We do not connect well with our audience. So one best way we use is casual. And maybe next time we get our friends from the financial industry here to speak of how they take technical jargons from the financial industry and make it very understandable to a lay person. And comparative. This is my occupation hazard for me, especially. Every day we are taking A and B, trying to make A and B become an A and A, so that we can give the best and most accurate and just comparison in terms of two products, two solutions. And during Chinese New Year, this is the most favorite speech type that our uncles and aunties like to use, comparing cousins. Wow, he's at where? SGI. Oh, this guy is like, oh, Raffles. And problem and solution. That's the next one. So you talk about a problem, you talk about a solution. Actually, I will expand on this. Is the what we call the PRS, problem, reaction, solution. That if you know about public policies, and if you are in the intelligence, you know more about this framework, where how you create a problem so that the people will react, and they only have to accept a certain solution, and the solution is, so that's the thing that you can create a problem so that people react, and the solution is something that you offer. So that is something we use in honestly in the military and some public discussion on what is the best solution. So that's how they do the problem, reaction, and solution. So besides giving you just quick pointers on what it is, what is this type of thing, I'm trying to give you some real life examples of how these are really used. Yeah. And last but not least, general. So it's really to give you broad context. So this is really somebody who coming in to give you an introduction to a introduction to EV, introduction to AI. They will give you a particular high-level, general view, overlay of what the whole situation, scenario. In some sense, you also can say this topic right now, I'm giving you a whole general overlay of the type of speech and how to use it to organize, and then later how you rehearse and try to conclude. Oh, okay. So, Brahma, I will do the speech quiz right now. Is that fine with you?
You have
If
I can flash it. I can flash it.
you can flash it, because I
Yeah.
got it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have it there? Okay. Carry on.
Okay. So I try to reduce this into this 20 minutes. So let's do this like a group exercise. Everybody open your mics. Unlock your mics. Come on. Say hello, make some noise.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
Thank you. See, I didn't want this to be a lecture, because this can be a lecture, this can be a pep talk. And honestly, for me, this is like a 5-minute topic, and yeah. So let's make it more interactive, more casual. And right now, I have 7 questions. Not sure if anyone has seen the material on Speechcraft. If not, then it's good game for everyone. If you've seen it, then just pretend like you didn't see it. All right. So question number 1. Peter wants to present information about breeds of dogs from 3 different groups: hound, working, and sporting. He also wants to present examples from each group. What would be the best way to structure this speech? Is it topical, spatial, casual, or chronological? Anybody want to jump out right now?
Topical.
Oh,
Topical. And if my cursor lets me click. Yeah, topical. Thank you. This one, I think, is quite straightforward one. Let's go to the next one. Question number 2. Marie feels that her organization could be doing more to reach out to guests and new customers. Sounds like Toastmasters. She wants to start an email list for potential customers. What is the best way for Marie to present this idea in a speech to her organization? Would it be particular or general?
General, particular.
Okay, I got particular, general. Anyone else?
Problem solution.
Cause, problem, and solution. And honestly, the answer for this is particular in general, but no worries. In my opinion, I think, and to some extent, I think anyone else can agree, you can step in. This topic really depends on how you want to present in that way. It can be talking about a particular general, like, hey, join Toastmasters to improve your public speaking, and so, or you can go like what Kayung was mentioning, problem and solution. Do you feel like nobody's getting you today? Do you feel like you cannot get your message across? Do you feel like you are not making the right impact in the office and getting the right recognition for your work? Yeah. So this is another way you can tackle this general topic, or I would say how you put your message across. Yes. If in a casual setting, if you can even use casual, I would say, like in a Q&A session, you can use the casual methodology over here to present this point as well. So yes, for education's purpose, we do say that this is the correct answer, but in practical, we recoil our speech structure, recoil our message to really what our audience can accept. Okay. Next one. 5 is passionate about trains. He has liked them since he was a child. He wants to share the history of locomotive with his Toastmasters club, its invention and how it changed the world. Yep. This one is no-brainer. It's quite straightforward. Chronological. Okay. Next one. Sonia is interested in the different economic structures of two countries. They would like to present the similarities and differences. What is the best organization structure for Sonia to use? Comparative. Thank you very much. Francisca wants to talk about climbing the world's tallest mountain. She'd like to talk about what happened to the body at different levels of elevation on the mountain. What is the best way for Francisca to structure her presentation?
Spatial.
Spatial?
Problem solution.
Problem solution. All right, for this one, in my opinion, it's not in the it's not in the I think we really can go all for right. So you can talk about the problems and the solution on how different climate, different elevation affects your body, and what are the counter solutions that you can do. You can talk about mountaineering as a sport itself in the general particular sense. I think you can talk about spatial, about geography of what you will discover at the different elevation, the type of vegetation, the kind of rock mineral formation that you will find, right? Or you can talk about casually. This is my hobby, right? Mountaineering. And why I like mountaineering, right? I like to be disconnected from the world. I like to be nearer to heaven. I like to see the sunrise, sunset on a mountain. So, yeah. In this context, I will say, yeah, there's like maybe one correct answer, but do not limit yourself to just one prescribed answer over here. Okay. Number 6. Tomas is preparing a speech about the impact a positive attitude can have for everyone. And he wants to use an example of a day in office when he worked with a colleague who approached. Sorry? Somebody said something. Sorry. Don't mind repeat answer.
Particular, general, particular.
Okay, particular, general, particular. Thanks, Rachel. And I think this okay. So for this one, yeah, it can be a particular or general topic. Or honestly, in my opinion, also it can be a problem and solution. What can a destructive attitude at work do to the office environment? Or what? So what a positive attitude can bring for everyone. So it really depends on how he start the speech in this sense, how he start off the introduction. His body can be about the positive impact, but how does he start off and then conclude with the correct, that this attitude will bring changes to this negative. Right? All right, the last one. Cho wants to tell her audience the regular exercise contributes to better overall health. What would be the best way to structure this speech?
Problem solution.
Problem solution. Anyone else? Okay, I have this for all four. Right. In this sense, the correct answer is topical. But let's use it, problem and solution can be used as well. And honestly, how you do the speech, you can be chronological and casual as well. All right. Quickly moving on. I'm running short of time. Apologies. So this is the, I would say, the more general topic of organizing a speech. So just now we already talked about the type of speeches, the chronological, the topical, the spatial. So that will affect how you present the opening, body, and transition. So depending on what technique are you using, your opening can be, let's say you're doing a corporate presentation on AI, right? How many ways of opening AI talk have you heard? Hi, I'm Dr. So and so, and this is, I'd like to present our AI algorithm, yada, yada, yada. Oh, next one is, you have a problem hiring people? This is what AI can do for you. So that's the opening. You see, here already there's two different type of openings to the same topic. But what is the message? That is the other thing that we need to decide on. Just now when we were talking about what is the message you want to bring. You want to say AI can be our savior, or AI is the right partner, or AI is going to take over the whole world. So three different kind of message that will influence how you do your opening, and of course your body, your transition, and to the closing. So when you do opening, you want to grab the audience attention. So you either grab them in the, like, AI will take over the world. That is grabbing the fear of the audience, right? If you do a corporate presentation, I am so and so, 15 years, master degree. Why are you doing that? You're grabbing the attention in a different way, right? You are telling people, this is my credential. This is why I'm a subject matter expert. So that's a different kind of opening in the corporate environment sense, or the academic as well. And in the body and in the transition, that's where the different types of speeches you will practice it differently. Like for a chronological, obviously the transition will be from either the earliest to the latest, oldest, youngest to the oldest, okay? In a let's say motivational speech. In a motivational speech, what will be the transition and what will be the body? In a motivational speech, we usually will call out maximum 3 points, right? And we will iterate it with 3 different points. But every time we will bring you back, we will transit back to the key message. And that is how the body and the transition is different for, let's say, a motivational speech. And last but not least, closing. Why is closing so important? Closing is to bring the audience back to your main message, right? So audience only remember actually 3 things in your whole speech. Maybe a 15-minute speech, maybe a 30-minute speech, maybe a 1-hour speech. They only remember the opening, the body, and last but not least, the closing portion, and when you sum up. And your opening, you capture the audience attention. The body, you bring the audience along with you through your message. But it's at the closing where you reinforce the message and you leave the lasting impression to the audience. Okay. So now we are at the last part about preparing to present. And this is about how you prepare, how you rehearse, and how you practice for your speech. Obviously, the first one is about rehearse. Rehearsing, there's a few methods is besides running the speech a few times along the way. There's many ways of rehearsing. You can do, like we say, the mirror. You can memorize and do it in front of the mirror. You can do it in a peer-to-peer setting. There's also now there's the technological way. You can run your speech against the UD tool that we have for Toastmasters, and then you will pick up your voice and you'll kind of transcribe whatever you just mentioned, and then you can see it grade on your speech. Also, another way I like is you also can rehearse against machine learning. I'll tell you. So there are some of these readout text applications that will help you read, and you can compare, are you speaking faster or slower than the computer, and that helps to regulate. The next one, of course, is the record. Why we want to record? We want to hear our vocal variety, our tonality, our body language. And our practice is honestly the most important, because reiterating, you're committing to memory. For body language, sometimes for prepared speech, like for going for a contest, we do not want to use the same gesture all over again. This is my son, I'm so happy. So if you keep doing this, people will just read the hand. So there's no contrast, and honestly, if you keep doing this in a speech, it's quite distracting. So practice is not only about your speech, not about your vocal variety, your facial expression, but it's also about your body language. And of course, you want to divide your speech into sections and practice them so that it won't be so intimidating and overwhelming. In actual fact, divide also can talk about all these points here. You can practice just delivering your speech. Then you talk about the next time you practice again, you try to improve on the sequence, and so you break it up, you divide it, the incremental improvement, so that it won't be so overwhelming, and it will be you can see the results, and it's in a bite size for you. And lastly, timing. You practice your speech against the time. So like I mentioned just now, you can record it down, and also you can play back against a computer that reads out your text to you, and then you can make a benchmark and practice further, because what you don't want is to speak too fast and eat your message. Okay? Right. And the last part is we come to the end and we want to take all of this and then apply this to your next icebreaker speech. So the next thing you need to do is write, organize, and practice and review your icebreaker speech. And that's all for prepare to present. I now hand back the time to Brahma Kumar.
Thank you, Ansem, for that very detailed presentation. The techniques he has actually shared with you all can be used for all your projects. So some of you have already prepared to speak today, so you can go back and revisit these slides and then move on. All right, now we'll move on to the speakers. We have 3 speakers going to speak on project 2. Could I request Joseph to share the objectives? We'll save the objective for all 3 speeches.
Yep, sure. Thank you very much. Give me a minute. Let me take out the. Alright, so the purpose statement, the purpose of this evaluation is to provide feedback on how well a speech crafter applied the feedback they received from an earlier speech. This evaluation resource is optional and may be selected by the guide or the speech crafter when they are focusing on applying feedback. So all the best to the speech crafter. Thank you.
All right. So we'll start with speech crafter Karthik.
Yeah, sure.
Over to you.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My topic is Ferrero Rocher. How many of you like this chocolate? Please comment it in chat box. Okay. Do you know the company who is producing this chocolate? This particular one. Also, the same company as producing other unique products as well. So this one I came to know last week only. I got surprised. So that I like to share those things. The company name is Ferrero International. The other products are Nutella, Kinder Joy, Tic Tac. Those are the products they are making it. If you see, if you take all these chocolates and all are unique and quite famous in the current market. And the current CEO, this company is based in Italy. And the current CEO, Giovanni Ferrero, who is the 28th richest in the world and richest person in Italy as well. So, his founder of this company is a person is Michele Ferrero. I'm going to talk more about this particular gentleman who has done a lot of hard work and came with a lot of innovation, which, he has started, he's learned a skill set. Making of chocolates and bakeries and all. He learned it from his father, who was running a small bakery in Italy. Then at the age of 21, he has taken the ownership and he wants to develop his bakery. At that time, what he has done is that, during those times, 60s and all, the chocolates are in form of bar type, thick one. So he decided he want that and quite expensive also. So he decided to make it in the form of liquid, and he tried promoting that to the outside world. Initially, people are not coming and buying that one. So for the promotion purpose, what he has done is that, during the time itself, he started doing the promotion by hiring a couple of trucks and roaming around across all Italy and promoting it and giving those chocolates at a free of cost to the childrens to catch the market. Then the name of the liquid chocolate is called Super Crema. Okay, and it's quite famous. Then he's targeted other Europe. He wants to expand his business across other European countries. So he decided. What he had done is he targeted Germany. In Germany, to attract the German people, what he has done is that he came with a different chocolate called Kinder Joy, Kinder series chocolates. So the word Kinder means it's kids in German. So that one also very catchy one, and his business was running very well there. So after that also he didn't stop it. He wants to expand it across all European countries. Then he rebranded that super cream or liquid chocolate called Nutella. It's made up of hazelnuts and cocoa. And do you know that 25% of world production, worldwide production of hazelnuts is consumed by this company only. So then after that, he didn't stop it. He wants to expand it again. So then he came with an innovated idea called Ferrero Rocher. It's made up of 3 layers. One layer is hazelnuts. On top, he has applied the Nutella. And third layer is a solid form of Nutella and also hazelnuts. Then it's covered with a golden ball and golden foil, and it's now that is still famous now. So that is the story of this this particular gentleman, as not only as a successful businessman, he has done a lot of charity to the society in Italy. And one of the main thing is that in his company, no medias, no photographs, nothing allowed in this company. And nobody, and so far they have not released any making videos of any of the products. I think that is a key success of this company. Also, he has done a lot of contribution to his country, and I would like to conclude here with a note that hard work never fails. Yeah, thank you.
Before I move on, I just want to make a short announcement because we need to finish this whole session by 9:30, and our presenter took quite a long time. I would only be allowing the second and third speeches. The rest of you, if you don't mind, you all can speak in the next session because we need to have the evaluations done also. Right. The next speaker is speaking about sons and daughters, and that's Josephine. Over to you, Josephine. The objectives are the same. The time is the same, 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My topic today is son over daughter, which I'll be sharing with you my story. Okay, my mother is a very traditional Chinese woman. She received very little education when she was young. And in her era, only the sons of the family will get to go to schools while the daughters will stay at home to do household chores. All the attention and money will normally be spent on the sons of the family if they can afford. Okay, because it was believed back then that daughters will get married out of the family to another household while the son will remain in the family to support the aged parents emotionally and financially. So it was considered wasteful to spend on the daughters. So my mother was therefore brought up with this belief. Okay, so when she got married and have her first kid, she was hoping and praying very hard that it will be a boy. When my older sister was born, she was very disappointed. But she didn't give up. She continued to try. Then when my second and third sister was born, she was devastated. Okay, my father on the other hand tried to assure her that girls can be better than sons. But my mother, despite his assurance, she didn't give up. She continued until she has my youngest sisters. And by then she has already have 7 daughters. Okay, and then my family was actually too poor to have another kid. Okay, so my mother at that time, she felt that she has actually let down the ancestors. She had failed to fulfill her duties as a daughter-in-law. And she also can feel that the neighbors, the families, and all her friends are all laughing at her. And she was also worried and concerned that nobody will take care of her in her old age, right? So, okay, we actually grow up with her grumbles and complaints, okay? This continued until we go into adulthood, okay? And then one day my mother heard stories about how her friends were being treated badly by the sons. Some of her friends even went to old folks' home, and some of them in their old age, they even have to work to support their adult sons. Then my mother realized that, hey, actually daughters are much better. Okay, so today my mother, she's a proud mother of 7 daughters, and proud grandmother of 10 grandchildren, and proud grandmother of 4 Okay, so in today's society, where women's social power is improving, they have the ability to earn as much as the men, and are more independently, they are more independent financially. So I do see a changing trend whereby daughters are valued as much as the sons. Parents have begun to slowly see the benefits of having daughters. I do see this trend also among friends and relatives. And I feel that gender is not that important anymore. Okay, thank you.
All right, we made a slight change. We will let all the speakers speak, and after that, we'll move all of you to the breakout room so the evaluator will directly give you the feedback. Sounds good? Now, one thing you all need to practice is putting up all these claps, love sign, because we're all on virtual environment, so we don't really know whether. But you see, I turned off my video and I didn't realize. So we don't really know what is the reaction being given by the audience when we are speaking and all that. It's important. The next speaker number 3 is Marcus. Of course, he's going to talk about money. So his journey as a financial advisor. Over to you, Marcus.
Okay, I have some slides to share. Can I share them?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. So this is a bit off topic lah, but I felt that whatever Josephine said quite relatable to me. Besides her topic just now and before when she said about 巧克力钱钱, sorry to all the non-Chinese here, about 巧克力钱钱. So my Chinese name is Zhu Yun Tian, and in primary school, a lot of people make fun of my name. They call me 巧克力甜甜. Yeah, so I'm always referred as the character that Josephine was talking about just now. Okay, so today's my topic, right? Why am I me? When I was younger, I always wanted to be a pilot. The parents always want you to be dentist, doctor, lawyers, accountant, whatever it is, right? The one that they are money generating. But for me, I wanted to be a pilot. Be it a commercial pilot or fighter pilot. Fighter pilot better lah, for me. But I gave up that dream lah. When I graduated in 2005. I graduated from RMIT. Okay. So at the point of time, because of my peers, most of our peers wanted to work in the financial institutions, for example, banker. So that became my dream. Yeah, my dream, right? But in 2005, right, when I graduated, there was a SaaS still happening. Yeah, if I think the generation down here will find it familiar. Rachel might not find it that familiar. But Rachel, you can refer it. SaaS are quite similar to COVID. At the point of time, the job market was damn bad. Like when I graduated, I gave up a lot of resume. To be honest, none of them replied lah. So in 2005, right, I was actually unemployed for a year, 1 year. Mainly because I stick by my dreams. I wanted to work for a financial institution, but now the financial institution want to hire me. Yeah. So in the year, I was also running on empty pockets, empty emotions, empty everything. Depressed because I every day I wake up, check my email, waiting for a reply, but none happened. Sadly, a bit directionless and aimless. After a while, this thing bugs will bug onto you, and eventually you give in to whatever the situation give you. So finally, I was in a state of helplessness. Yeah, like after for 1 year, no job, no money, no income, you will reach a stage whereby you felt a bit helpless, a bit useless also. But in that year, I also met my boss, my current boss. 2005, I think I was about 25. This year, I'm 42. I'm still working for him. He convinced me to give this career a go. After talking to him for some time, I decided to, okay, maybe I should suspend my dream for a while and then try this career out. So my first company was AIA. Yeah. Some of the accolades I will highlight lah, just to run through. Did pretty well lah for the first 3 years. My journey continued. GE, I be promoted as a manager and I managed a team of 4. That's when I decided to join the Kampong Ruby Toastmasters. After that, I joined AXA. Sorry, let me go. Yeah, I promoted as senior manager. I gave recruitment talk to SMU students. This is the picture lah. And this is where I ended up. Yeah. Ambitiously from a Thai agency to a FA firm. For the jargons, I shall not talk too much. Maybe just a liner. So for an FA firm, I'm allowed to do products from different companies. Besides your AIA, Prudential, GE, I'm allowed to do everything. So it's a good lead for me, I feel personally. Yeah. So currently, I'm looking to improve my team as well as myself. Right. I'd like to end my story with this quote. So back to the beginning when I wanted to be a pilot, and after that banker, but life is always like a pack of cards. You play with the cards you are dealt with, right? So when at my situation 2005, SARS happened, this situation was given to me. I have to adapt and adjust to it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now we move on to Abu. His title is Artificial Intelligence, Boon or Curse. Over to you.
Yeah. Hi. I hope I am audible. So, good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to explore a topic that has ignited passionate debates across the globe: artificial intelligence. Is it a boon or a curse? In the span of next 5 minutes, I aim to shed light on both sides of this complex issue, offering insights into the tremendous potential and the undeniable challenges that AI presents to our society. First and foremost, let's discuss the brighter side of the AI equation. Artificial intelligence has become an integral part of our daily lives. It has transformed industries, improved our efficiency, and opened up a world of possibilities. One of the most significant boons of AI lies in healthcare. I work in a healthcare sector. So I can see that AI-driven diagnostic tools have revolutionized patient care. These algorithms can analyze vast amounts of medical data faster and more accurately than any human beings. This not only saves precious time, but also leads to early detection and better treatment options, ultimately saving lives. Furthermore, AI is a powerful tool for addressing environmental challenges. It can predict natural disasters, optimize resource consumption, and help us combat climate change. In agriculture, AI-driven precision farming techniques enable farmers to increase yields while minimizing resource usage, ensuring food security for our growing global population. In the realm of transportation, AI has a potential to reduce accidents by eliminating human error. Self-driving cars promise a future with safer and more efficient roadways, reducing traffic congestion and pollution. However, for every boon, there is a potential curse. The rise of AI has raised legitimate concerns about privacy, security, and job displacement. The vast amounts of data collected for AI analysis raise concerns about who has access to this data and how it is used. We must ensure that AI technologies are developed and regulated with privacy in mind. The cause of job displacement is another pressing issue. As AI and automation continue to advance, certain jobs may even become obsolete, and many people would become unemployed. It is crucial that we invest in retraining and reskilling ourselves, and government should come up with programs to retrain and reskill workforce for the changing job landscape. Furthermore, the power of AI can be harnessed for nefarious purposes, from deep fakes to cyber attacks. AI can be a tool of destruction when it is in wrong hands. Ensuring robust cybersecurity measures and ethical AI development is the imperative to prevent AI from becoming a curse. So, in conclusion, artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword. It offers tremendous boons in healthcare, environmental protection, and transportation, but it also presents potential curses such as privacy concerns, job displacement, and misuse. The key to maximizing the benefits of AI while mitigating the drawbacks lies in the responsible development, regulation, and ongoing discussions among governments, industries, and society as a whole. So, as we move forward into this age of AI, it is our collective responsibility to ensure that the scales tip towards the boon rather than the curse. All right. So let us embrace this powerful technology with caution, wisdom, and a shared goal of a brighter and more equitable future for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Abu. The next two speeches are from 2 to 3 minutes. The objective is to speak about themselves and overcome any fear they have. Rachel is the next speaker. She'll be speaking. The topic is growing in a big family. Over to you, Rachel.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Can you? Oh, sorry. I already start. Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters. What does a big family look like to you? 5 uncles and aunties, or maybe 10 uncles and aunties? Maybe some of you grew up in a big family just like Josephine. Maybe some of you didn't. For myself, I have a huge family of 17 uncles and aunties just on my paternal side. And if you add another 17 to account for my uncles and aunties' partners, and then you add some more, assuming each couple has only one child. And then you add some more because some of my cousins have since married and given birth and continuing on the family line. And you can imagine in any sort of family gatherings, we have at least maybe 50 odd people turning up for like Chinese New Year gatherings, Christmas party. Growing up in a big family has indeed shaped my character in one way or another. It's impossible to share how each of my family member influenced me because it's going to take like more than an hour and overrun the session today. So in today's short speech that I have, I'm going to share how one of my aunties shaped my character. She's none other than Abang Kuku. So in Chinese, it's a term for calling my dad's younger sister. Yeah, so she is a lady who is very hardworking and she never stops learning. In one of her part-time jobs, she actually has to take some tests and trainings in order to secure it. It sounds really simple, isn't it? But she's illiterate. How was she even going to pass the test? That didn't dissuade her or stop her. She took things one step at a time. Eventually, she ended up passing the test and securing the job. That has also motivated me to continuously learn and also tackle the things I'm weaker at. And that's probably one of the reasons why I'm at Toastmasters here today as well. The next thing that she influenced me was also in terms of fine-tuning my body clock. Every day without fail, she will always wake up around 5 to 6 a.m. very early. And what she does with the time is probably to clean the house or maybe prepping ingredients for dinner way ahead of time. And in terms of that relation to me, I have since, shifted my body clock a bit. I started waking up between 7 to 8 a.m. every day to seize the day. That's all I have to share today. And if there's time, I would have shared a lot more about my family. Hope this icebreaker speech gives you a glimpse about my family and myself, and I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. And then, like the icing on the cake, we have our next speaker, Tan Kayung. He'll share his topic. It's also about the icebreaker. Over to you.
Hello, fellow Speechcrafter and Toastmasters. My name is Kai Yong, and you can address me as Kai. Now, to start, I would like to share a quote from a YouTuber who I look up to. Now, the quote is, consistently good is better than occasionally great. Now, it's random, but I have just signed up for this year's Standard Chart full marathon race. Even though I have not run more than 5 km in my entire life. Now, if you need a running buddy or you just need a boost in terms of your confidence, feel free to look for me to have a run together. Now, jokes aside, from now till December, me knowing that I'm weak in running, I have to always stay consistent on improving my runs, hoping to be one of the finisher in this race. And of course, consistency is never easy. Just like when you take up a certain sports, a certain activity, it is the motivation that gets you started, but it's the habit and being consistent keeps you going. Now, of course, understand that change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Now, to grow, I believe, first of all, I must see the value in myself and to add value to others, and just like how others add value to me. Now, if you know yourself, it is better. But if you don't, it is hard to improve on your own when you have no one to follow. Just like in a 2.4 run or even a full marathon, it will be tough if you do not have a running buddy or if not have anyone to chase. Now, the reason why I joined Toastmasters is to definitely improve on my structuring of speeches, as I always divert my point across everywhere and not saying the main points. Of course, like I mentioned, it will be easier to chase after someone during a race or a run, and hope today and moving forward, I'll be able to learn from every one of you. And through all these learnings, hopefully one day, I'll be able to provide value towards everyone as well. And of course, like I said, my weakness is consistency. But I have to just remember what you water grows. So consistently good is better than occasionally great. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kayum. And now I'm opening up the breakout room. Before that, Jordan will post the time taken for each speaker in the chat and also in the WhatsApp group chat. When I open the room, you can move in once you're okay. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
You spoke well
Yes.
today. You are confident.
Are you?
You have
I feel I'm
content.
shaking.
You have content, and then you have a wonderful way of saying the story. What's happening here? Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, I like the way you brought about this subject, and you were also very bold to share these things about how daughters and sons are treated in their families. It's a typical example of an Asian family, and you speak from the heart. Good examples from your personal life. It's very, very authentic, very sincere, and also nice to hear. Also, remember some people were reminded of their childhood, like the character that you shared, right? Xiao Titi, is it?
聊天天.
Xiao Titi. I may know.
Oh.
I may know. I later we'll talk about that another time. Okay. One thing I would like you to do is that I would like you to, if possible, next time, don't look at the notes. It seems like you're reading from notes, or the computer. Second thing is stand up and speak. Stand up. That means you have to raise your laptop. Say you have to put on a few boxes, then it'll go up, and then you stand up. Just nice. So do it just before you speak. So you speak, sit down immediately. But then we can see your hand gestures and all that. All right. Like for me, if I'm speaking, I should take out my glasses. If not, I can see the reflection. Right. So these two areas is the two areas I would recommend you look at it. I see an improvement from your last speech, in terms of your confidence. And actually, you have content. You can actually speak for more than 5 minutes. That is very evident from the way you speak. You have lots of contents. Perhaps your challenge is choosing which one to squeeze into that 3 to 5 minutes. But otherwise, well done. I like the way you started. I like the way you ended. All right. So we will have a break until 17th October. And then I'll share in the group what you all need to do next. The next one is going to be challenge because you all are going to start evaluating one another. So the next one, I will ask you all who wants to speak. If you're not ready, don't speak first. Do the evaluation. So I will limit it to 3 speakers and 3 evaluations. Can? So you learn how to give feedback to another person. So in order to do that, we must listen to your content, your voice. Your voice is loud, clear. Your speaking speed is just right. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. If it's too slow, then it gets a bit boring. And smile a bit more next time. You're very serious. Maybe after work, I'm not sure. But try to see. You
No
are
lah,
very
in
good
the
at
military lah. In the military is like that.
you need to start your you are very good at bringing in stories lah. I think you have a lot of stories to share. So you can
Yeah.
develop more on that. And your voice is very nice to hear, very pleasant to on the ears. So if you experiment with your voice, like talking slowly, loudly, fast, slow, all that, you do all those things, and then I would suggest you go and do some Google and look for quotations, look for jokes. You try to add some jokes because if you crack a joke, I think it'll be very funny because of your voice. It'll be even more pleasant. I like your pace, huh? You are not too fast. You are just nice. Now you have to play with your voice, like talking a bit faster at certain places, pausing, and then raise your voice, those things. I don't know whether you sing or not, but singing is actually making use of our voice, right? Playing with our voice. So the same way, you think of what you want to do next. And today, Ansem shared a lot of things, right? How you should start, what are the different ways of structuring your speech, then how to conclude and all that. We can work on that. What I suggest is that because you got quite 2 weeks, right? You try to do a script for it will be also 3 to 5 minutes. So 500 words, 300 to 500 words. Type something, send to me,
Oh,
and
what?
I'll help you. Type your script, write your script, type your script and send to me by next week, by next Tuesday. Then on the 17th, when you present, I can help you to make it even better. Okay, the room is going to close. So don't worry, you all today everybody spoke very well. I'm very happy today.
Next topic you are saying is what? Any
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. I haven't looked at it yet. I will post it the next few days. Right?
Okay.
Okay, let's move into the main room.
Yeah, a little bit. Everybody's coming back in 13 seconds, so
Okay.
yep.
It was a rush. If I was to give a summary of every speaker today, I'm really very happy. I'm sure all the evaluators will agree, right? Give me a thumbs up. Evaluators, give a thumbs up. All of you spoke very well. Some got slides, some got stories, some got what scientific stuff, current personal anecdotes, humor. You can see how you guys are improving. Like the first timers, Rachel and Kayum. I'm very impressed by both of you. First time already quite good. Become better. And the rest of you did project too. Wow, you meet the time, which means you can talk more than 5 minutes now. So we are going to conclude by, I will share with you all what we need to do for next week over here now, just very shortly. Okay, I tell you what, because the pop-up closed, so I don't want to go in again. It will take a few minutes. Basically, next meeting will be on the 17th of October. At that session, we will only allow 3 of you to speak because the other 3 of you are going to evaluate. In other words, if Marcus is speaking, Karthik is going to evaluate him. Then the next week we switch over because you need to get into the art of evaluating, which is giving feedback to someone, telling the good points, telling the areas they need to improve. Once you start doing that, you know how to look at your own self and improve. Because it's quite challenging to give evaluation after listening to someone immediately. We are not prepared. We don't even know what is their speech. So then and there, we have to make the decision, quick decision, on what are the tips we need to give them, what are the areas they've done well, how can they do better. And when we give feedback on how they can do better, you don't just say it. If I say, Josephine, you need to speak louder, then I have to demonstrate. When you say about your parents, you could say, this is how my mother said. So that gives that effect. Then when you say you must use body language, you must show, make sure your hands are visible. You are looking at the audience, not looking at your computer. And sometimes the people have their computer on one side, like Chloe, she has a computer on one side, So it looks like she's always looking at the computer. But if she looks straight at this thing, at this hole there, the one with the camera, that looks like she's looking at us. For virtual, you've got to do that. And of course, on virtual screen, you can definitely play with your voice. We have overshot a little bit today, but all of you have done well. I thank all the evaluators, especially Joseph and Daryl, come from another club. Shanshan had to leave, but she did wonderful with simple topics that made you all think and remember reminiscence about your past, your childhood days. Handsome first time do presentation. He said he kind of wondering how to do for 30 minutes, but he did more than 30 minutes. So that already shows that he can be a presenter. And we can see that is the way he brought in a lot of examples and even challenged some of the things. Not only can it be causal, it can be also be topical. That shows that he is putting in thinking, he's thinking cap already. We don't just take what is given from TI. We also need to look at it and say, is it applicable to me? Is there another way of looking at it? In the same way, if you're doing your speech, right? You can see today the two of them were presented about themselves. The icebreaker it was different, right? This was two different styles. The way the second speech was presented by some of you. Some of you had a story. One person had a PowerPoint presentation. So they are using props. They are using personal anecdotes. Then another one, scientific. What is scientific? What is current? Everyone wants to know about AI. So something that is current, relevant. So that's it. Just ask the evaluators, do you all have any feedback to give? Just 30 seconds for each. Any one of you have got a feedback? I move to the speakers. Okay, none from them. Don't worry, they are all in the chat. If you need to talk to any of them personally, you just let me know. I will give you their contact number and then you can ask further. Now, the speech crafters, especially Rachel and Kayung, you all spoke for the first time. How do you all feel about this session? How do you feel now? Rachel,
Before the speech, I was actually a bit nervous. Now that we are at the end of the session, I'm quite relaxed since I finished my speech. But I can see like how it would help me moving forward in any like conversations with people.
great. Kayung?
Definitely nervous. Spent 30 minutes trying to remember my script and I didn't remember at all. Give different analogy. Yeah, but took some great pointers from Anson. Give me some good pointers to improve. Thought that pausing would prevent from filler words, but actually I paused too long. Yeah, so something that I have to work towards it. Yeah, thank you.
And Abu, you spoke about AI. That's very interesting. How did you feel? I mean, we know you for more than a year, and we know that you were actually struggling to do your project one. Now suddenly we went to project two. So how do you feel?
I feel more confident now, and more comfortable giving speeches.
We're going to end the session. Before that, I just remind you all, your next meeting is on the 17th. The next session is on the 17th. And because you have such a long time, if you want, you can write your script and send to your mentor. You know who's your mentors, right? Abu, who's your mentor? Do you know?
Anselm, right?
Yeah, so you go chase him.
Okay.
Marcus, you know who's your mentor? So you go chase him. Same for Rachel, Kayung, Karthik, and Josephine. I don't have to worry about Josephine because even if she can't get a mentor, she will look for me. She's always asking questions, which is good. The more questions you ask, you see, people like all these evaluators and these mentors, they are your resource persons. The more you ask, the more you learn. Don't be shy. Ask them even, I don't know how to do. Because they will throw some questions to you. Did you look at the outline? Did you look at the evaluation form? If you've done both and then you're still lost, then we can guide you. But it's not spoon feeding, it's guiding. Mentoring is not spoon feeding, it's guiding you, it's helping you, it's showing you the path. And more importantly, to empower. Today we let Anson give a presentation. Could be the first time he's doing, it doesn't matter. He learned, we also learn. And that's one thing we do at Kebun Baru. We always train our members to take on different and challenging roles so that you are developed and become a well-rounded Toastmaster, not physically, but figuratively. I also thank Jordan. He is really very good at keeping the time and tracking the time and making sure we all don't go over time. All right. We'll see all of you on the 17th. I'll post some information for you in the WhatsApp group for Speechcrafters. For evaluators, thank you very much for taking your time. We'll need your help again. Joseph is very good at emceeing, so later when when he talks about how to be a Toastmaster of the day, he can share some tips. Daryl is very good at language and words. Maybe he can share some thoughts on how you can polish your speech to make it more flowery. Anand, do you have anything to add before I end? Ansel, Chloe, and Jordan, any comments?
I just want to tell everyone, give credit to yourself. Because Kayun just mentioned he did poorly, this and that. No, actually he used the circle effect. He started his speech with a quote. He called it a few times during the body and he ended off. That is the what you call the circle effect. So fantastic job, first speech, and he used such a eloquent and honestly a more sophisticated technique. So wonderful job.
Good. Thank you everyone for your time. We'll meet again on the 17th of October. This is your Toastmaster of the day, Ramakumar signing off. This whole thing has been recorded. So those of you who need the recording, let me know and then I will share. Just give me a few days to save it and then rename it. Thank you.